All right, welcome back everybody to another video where we're going to utilize our time to create a small utility, which we potentially can think of launching online. We'll see if we get successful or not during the course of the video, but we will not be doing conventional coding. We will be utilizing the power of ChatGPT to produce valuable code and to make necessary changes. So we will do some iterative exercises, and we will eventually, gradually develop this code while sitting with ChatGPT in this video. So just follow along. Just see me doing that, and that is going to be hopefully an interesting one. So I was thinking in this video that we should be working on creating a file sender, a large file sender that should allow the users to upload large files and allow them to share those large files through downloadable links. So we're going to start working on that. Let's see if I can create that. For the sake of this video, I can create this utility in JavaScript. So show me sample code. This is what I'm going to talk to. I'm going to tell ChatGPT to do for me. Show me sample code to send. Upload large files in JavaScript and store on the drive. Okay, let's see what it produces for us. It's churning out something. Okay, so this sure looks advanced code. Okay. So yeah, this is Node, definitely. In this example, we use the fs module to read the contents of large file and request module to make a put request to storage service to upload the file. The file is read as a stream. Content length array is set as to the size of the file, which is determined using the fs.statsync. That's interesting. So we are starting with something at least. Okay. So we are going to look at the code. Let's see what it is actually doing for us. So constant fs is require path. Okay. But because this is Node.js, this is not exactly JavaScript. This is not raw JavaScript, this is Node.js. So we're going to copy the code and we are going to save it in a separate directory. So let's say we create another directory here on our drive. We call it file sender, and we store that file as uploader.php. Okay. So, it wasn't a PHP file. See, that's not a great start, but anyway, we're going to save that file as JavaScript. Apologies. We're going to save it as uploader.js. That looks nice. So now we're going to get started with installing the fs path and request. So this probably is something that we would not require. So let's go to our directory. And so file sender, we are going to open the CMD here. We're going to close that. So the CMD here. And let's see npm, if it does npm install here. Fs. Okay. And then npm install that. Okay. Npm install request. Let's wait for a few minutes and see what comes up. Yes, please go ahead. Go ahead. Do it for us. Please install. So we are going to wait for a while and see if something comes up. Hopefully it's going to finish. Yep. So we are done with that. Now we are going to run node uploader.js. Let's see what happens. No, so it gave us error. Bummer. Okay. So it says no such file or directory. Huh. k-tuts file sender large file.txt. So see what happened here was that we did not start in the right way, but eventually we're going to come to that point. So we are going to go to file sender and we're going to create a large file, which is going to be, let's say, text document, large file, .txt. It's 0 KB at the moment, but eventually we want to fill it up with something, so I'll have to find some information. Let's see. For now, what we can do is we can just shove some random words there. We can open that with Notepad and we're going to type quick brown fox jumps over the tree, blah, 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 blah. We'll save. Okay. So we're going to go back to our code now. So it says that it has to get the directory name and along with the file name. So we are going to call additional directory storage and the file name because we created a different file and we're going to run it. So I'm going to run this script again. Nope. Oops. Okay. My apologies. So we're going to run the code again. Oh, boom. There we go. You not found your storage service. So look at this thing. So it is trying to get address information on your storageservice.com, which is not able to find it. And it has given us an error. So the code is working. So it looks nice that the code is working at least. So we're going to go back to ChatGPT. We're going to tell it to add an HTML form to the bug code to allow the user to upload a file. And then In fact, no. Yes, that's enough. Gonna scroll down and see if it types something. Yep, it's producing the HTML code. So we're gonna wait for a while. I would ideally approach this solution in PHP because I'm more of a server-side guy, but this is also a very handy way to do it in JavaScript, right? So Node is very fast and Node servers are pretty cool. So it's easy to run them, it's easy to test them and set them up, but this is one way of doing it. So, yep, let's see. Let's see if that works. So we're gonna copy the code and gonna come back here, remove the old code, save it, and going to run the node uploaded.js again. Oh, shoot, not working. What happened here? Anyway, but check expected token dot type HTML. Ah, you know why? Because what we have done is we have actually created a JS file and we are trying to run an HTML code inside the JS script. So, okay. So in fact, I will not cut that. I'll ask ChatGPT to fix that code for me. So split that code into JavaScript and HTML files separately. Okay, so let's see if it can do that. Nice, there it goes. So it's isolating the JavaScript. That's the power of GPT that we talk about. I'm mom and I'm watching it and I'm getting amazed. Look at this stuff. So it's giving me error handling and it's giving me HTML. This is just super amazing. So even in the mindset that I was while starting the videos, if I would actually start writing the code, I'll have to spend some time thinking about it, but I would eventually not think about it now. Okay, so we're not gonna create another file which we're gonna call say let's say what's the name of the file? Code, whatever file name we can give it to. So we're gonna save. We're gonna save as. In fact, we're gonna save whatever we want to do. If it's save as or save doesn't matter. So we're gonna save it as upload.html. So we are going to hit Control S again, just to make sure. And then another thing that we're going to do is we're going to ask ChatGPT as how to run this code on a web server. Let's see what it tells. To run this code on a web server, you'll need to serve the HTML and JavaScript file using a web server. Install a web server software of your choice on your machine. Create a directory to store your HTML and JavaScript file. Save the HTML code to file name index.html in the directory you created. Save the JavaScript to upload.js in the same directory. Start your web server and open your web browser and navigate to localhost. Okay, so it's the standard way of doing it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to fire up my easy PHP. In fact, XAMPP. I'm going to fire up my XAMPP control panel and see if the suggestions or the instructions that ChatGPT provided actually do something for us, or they're just useless. And there is XAMPP actually. So there is XAMPP. So where is the web folder here? There should be some web folder here, right? So we're gonna look into this htdocs. Okay. So htdocs, already quite a few applications there by me. Never mind. So we're gonna find something. We're gonna create a new folder here. We're gonna call it uploader, and we're going to copy the files from our previous directory to this one. Okay, so I'm going to do that in a minute, and I'll be back with you. So there we go, almost there. Senders. Okay, we're going to go back. Okay, so we're going to fire Edge and see if our web server actually works. Remember that we are not working on a small solution. We are working on something pretty advanced. So, and this is what ChatGPT is helping us do. It's going to help us this time resolve a complex problem and create a complex solution. Uploader. Oh, okay. So it's upload HTML. We're going to click here. There we go. Okay. So we're going to choose the file. And we're going to upload anything, let's say. And we're going to upload it. And see what happens. Is it doing something? Or is it really not doing something? So let's go back to our JavaScript. It's putting the file in this path here. Let's try to put the file here at least. We'll see. Nope, it did not do that. We'll have to tell it that the code is not working. We'll have to go back and tell ChatGPT about that. JavaScript code that we provided is not working with the HTML file. Please modify and provide working code. Let's see. Oh, okay. The beauty of ChatGPT is that so it remembers the context. So it is providing us the updated version of the code that it previously shared with us. Let's see. What happens here is going to be very interesting. It's using XHR. We're going to copy it. Oh, it's giving us an updated HTML version as well, right? Okay. So we're going to just replace the existing JavaScript code with the new one. Maybe we can remove the script tags as well. Go down to see if that works or not. The HTML is also there. Copy the code. This is uploader.js. And what do we have here in the HTML? Oh, you know what? I know why it did not work. So I had to give it the path to the current uploader.js. So maybe it can work with the previous code. So I'll just now I will just change that to the previous code and see if that works. So the ChatGPT was not wrong, it was us. So we're gonna upload a file and we're gonna upload it and see if something comes up. No, it didn't help us. And why is that? Go back to upload form, type file input, submit, status, uploader.js. Okay, should have worked. We go back and we're going to inspect and see why it didn't work. You have the alternate version of the code, remember, so we are going to use that in a minute, but we want to see what happened here. Your JavaScript file.js, where the heck this came from? Okay, maybe I did not save the file. Should have saved the file. Upload.html, JavaScript, and submit. Uploader.js. Yeah. So let's try again. Oh, it's somehow throwing the file again somewhere. So upload.html, where it shows us. Oh dear. So cache problem. So we're gonna open that file in a private window. Cache it to this now. That's in our way for the HTML. We're gonna open inspect panel. And we're going to upload the file again. And let's say we choose that one. Upload. And let's check that the file looks tidy, but it should be doing something. Let's refresh that. No, it's still giving me error. So that's giving me error. Upload.html. Oh, okay. So maybe I have to look into the files that I uploaded on my web server. Probably. I know that can be the only mistake that will be happening at this point. So yeah, exactly. That was the mistake. So I was editing the local version. The one on my development machine, I did not change the remote version. So apologies for that. Just a little bit more time wasted. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to refresh that. And it should be working fine now. So let's check it out. Upload.html. We're going to choose another file. We're going to upload it. It's going to be exciting. Yeah, so it should be doing something. Syntax error. Token uploaded js.1. Script type is equal to text. Okay, I didn't like that. All right. Why would it not like that? Okay, so we're gonna refresh that. Again, we're gonna have to make the changes on the remote version. So somehow it's not liking that. That's pretty weird. Okay. So we're gonna try to run it like that. Should run. So we're gonna refresh it. Oops, it's giving us error now. Well, bad for us that we got into so many errors starting with at the beginning, but we are going to come to a point where it'll be working. So good. That's good. Okay. So something is not really right here. So we'll have to ask ChatGPT to fix the code now. So tell it to give me the full JavaScript code. JavaScript code in the file that's provided is not equal. Okay, so probably what it's doing is that it's regenerating the code that it spilled out the second time. I'm gonna wait for it. It's using the XHR requests. Let's see what it comes up with. So we're gonna copy the code and we're going to run it. Huh, interesting. Okay, so we're gonna copy that and we're gonna paste it. We can save it and it should be running. And we're gonna have to make these changes on the remote file. We should remember the name. Okay, so we are working on the remote file now. That's better. Loader.js, we don't need that. And then we have upload.html. So it's in already, it's not the remote version that we have. So we'll have to open the remote version for the HTML file as well. So we are going to do that. Now we're going to go to ChatGPT. Remember, I told you that it's the live demo, so anything can go wrong here. But yeah, we started off in a bad way, but we are coming up to some good stuff here. Copy the code and paste it. Go back to Edge, refresh it, and choose the file and see what comes up. In fact, we are going to use this file. Oh, what happened? 404 upload.js. Yes, sir. I know that what happened. Uploader. It has to be uploader. Small mistakes, big consequences. Scripts don't work. That's the bad thing about them. So we're going to use this file. We're going to upload it. And well, something happened. Any output in the console? Well, status.dev.innerhtml or status.dev.innerhtml upload failed. So, well, it did not give us any upload successful or failed statuses. It just got refreshed. And that's not something that we are interested in at this point. We are going to ask the ChatGPT to fix the HTML code. HTML code that you provided refreshes the page, but does not give us any status on the file upload success failure. I'm going to go down and see what happens. Okay, so it's going to give us an updated version. We're going to check it out. Just let's see what happens. Copy the code. We go back to the HTML. We change the name of the file back to uploader.js. We run the file. In fact, what I do this time is that I want to run it straight from the remote location. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to open that in Edge again. Okay, let's try this time. There we go. So we have this utility which tells that upload has failed or upload has been successful. That's good stuff. Okay, so I've decided that I'm going to split this video into two parts. In the first part, this is the first part where we have at least been able to reach at the point where we can use JavaScript to upload the file and get the status if the file is successful or if the file is failing. Now, in the next tutorial, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to modify the code again to run with correct statuses and with some beautification of the HTML form. So stay tuned, and we're going to meet in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Take good care, and we'll meet each other in the next video.